Top 10 most expensive black gemstones. When we think of gemstones, we think of brilliance, light shining in rainbows, fire dancing within crystals. But the rules of luxury have changed. A new kind of gemstone is emerging, not one that shines but absorbs light. Black gemstones. Forged in the Earth's deepest pressures, ancient volcanoes, and even cosmic collisions, these stones carry both rarity and gravity. Welcome to the top 10 most expensive black gemstones. Before we begin, press and hold that like button, leave a comment, and hit subscribe. Because what we're about to uncover doesn't just shine, it stares back. Ranked 10th, Hematite, the stone that bleeds iron. It may be the least expensive on this list, typically priced between $5 and $50 per carat. But make no mistake, hematite earns its place not through price but power. Smooth, metallic, and heavy for its size, hematite is more than a gemstone. It's a geological symbol of Earth's core, iron compressed and crystallized. When cracked, it reveals deep red streaks, earning its name from the Greek haima, meaning blood. Hematite isn't rare, but it is profound. For millennia, it has been worn as a shield, literally and spiritually. Roman soldiers carried it into battle. Healers used it to ground energy. Even NASA recognized its importance. In 2004, the Opportunity rover discovered hematite on Mars, confirming the presence of water and possibly ancient life. Although its commercial value may not rival diamonds, its cultural and symbolic value has made it a mainstay in spiritual markets, museum collections, and high-end jewelry design focused on strength, grounding, and minimalism. The growing demand in metaphysical and wellness circles has elevated hematite's role as a low-cost, high-power luxury, especially in polished statement pieces. In a list of black gemstones defined by rarity and price, hematite holds its own through legacy and force of identity. It is, after all, the stone that bleeds iron, and speaks to those who know that not all wealth shines, some of it weighs. Ranked 9th, Obsidian, the volcanic glass with a warrior soul. Obsidian doesn't shimmer like crystal or gleam like polished metal. It looks into you. Formed in the aftermath of volcanic violence, this natural black glass emerges when lava cools too quickly to crystallize, leaving behind a surface so smooth that ancient cultures saw it not just as a stone, but as a weapon and a window. For the Aztecs, obsidian was sacred. For early humans, it was survival. Its edge could slice with surgical precision, so sharp that modern scalpels have been made from it. But obsidian's legacy outlived its battlefield days. It's for luxury jewelry, minimalist art, and spiritual spaces, valued for what it evokes: stillness, truth, and transformation. While its price remains modest, typically between $1 and $10 per carat, its cultural weight is immense. In the global wellness and metaphysical markets, obsidian has carved out a place not through rarity, but through meaning. Often called the mirror stone, it's to reveal the parts of ourselves we try hardest to avoid. It doesn't shed light. It doesn't do the eye from across a room. But obsidian has one purpose: to face you with clarity. No illusions, no polish, just reflection. And for those who understand that value isn't tied to price tag or scarcity, obsidian holds something the others don't: entourage to reveal what's. Ranked 8th, black onyx, the discipline beneath the darkness. Some stones command attention by force, others by fire. But black onyx works differently. It waits. Stoic, flawless, and composed, it doesn't resist pressure, it absorbs it. This deep black variety of cryptocrystalline quartz has been carved, worn, and passed down through millennia. Ancient Greeks shaped it into cameos and seals. Roman warriors embedded it into armor. But it wasn't beauty, it was about conviction. Onyx represented control, loyalty, and emotional endurance. And perhaps that's never left. Today, black onyx is found in high-end men's cams, designer engagement rings, and spiritual jewelry worldwide. Priced between $5 and $50 per carat, it remains accessible but never ordinary. Its popularity in modern fashion lies in its versatility and restraint. prized by minimalists, spiritualists, and traditionalists. While many black gems are praised for rarity or symbolism, black onyx earns its place through reliability. It is what you reach for when you do want. You want clarity. In crystal traditions, it is a stabilizer that absorbs emotional noise and redirects focus inward. It doesn't, it anchors. Black onyx becomes not just a gem, but a standard. Not the flashiest, not the rarest, but the one you return to when the world gets loud. Ranked 7th, black tourmaline, Earth's earth-sing rod. This isn't just a gemstone, it's an interface between the body and the earth, a conduit for pressure, heat, fear, and static, all of it drawn in and grounded. Known as squirrel, black tourmaline doesn't like diamonds or sapphires. It grows in long, armored columns deep within quartz-rich veins, like obsidian spines running through the crust. Its atomic structure, made of boron, aluminum, and silicon, is remarkable for its composition and what it can do. Black tourmaline is pyroelectric and piezoelectric, which builds electric charge when heated or compressed. It hums under stress. It responds to touch. It holds current. Centuries before that were measurable, ancient cultures already knew. In African and Native American traditions, warriors carried it for protection, not against weapons, but against fear. Shamans saw it as a spiritual insulator, a boundary stone that didn't yield the body. It absorbed what didn't. Today, black tourmaline is booming in demand, not just among healers, but also architects, biohackers, and minimalist designers. Its uses multiply, from EMF-blocking bracelets to sculptural jewelry to polished slabs placed beside routers and laptops. Priced from $100 to $300 per carat, high-grade stones with deep polish and architectural cuts now appear in high-end collections, often chosen for meaning over flash. It changes the light like a diamond, but that's high tour. It's not decorative. It's divisive. Black tourmaline doesn't. It deflects, grounds, and releases, exactly when you need it most. Ranked 6th, black spinel, the shadow that outsmarts the spotlight. It doesn't come with sparkle, it comes with questions. What is it? A black diamond? An onyx? A lab-made stone? Even experienced jewelers take a beat before answering. And that's the beauty of black spinel. It keeps you guessing until you look closer. Genuine black spinel is a gem of misdirection. For centuries, its brilliance is taken for other stones: sapphire, ruby, garnet. Even today, one of the most famous rubies in the British crown jewels is, in fact, a spinel. Its black variant, polished to a jet sheen, sharp under light, often mimics black diamonds with uncanny precision. But there's screwy here. It's just a gem hiding for centuries in plain sight. Gemologically, spinel is a single refractive crystal with a Mohs hardness of 8, strong enough for daily wear, rare sufficient for collectors, and unlike black diamonds, often naturally flawless to the naked eye. No treatments, no fractures, just clean, quiet authority. Sourced from Myanmar, Sri Lanka, and Vietnam, black spinel ranges from $200 to $500 per carat, depending on size, luster, and cut. But the price doesn't tell the whole story. In recent years, designers and gem connoisseurs have elevated black spinel as the thinking person's stone, a choice of confidence, not convention. It doesn't have a backstory of legends, and it doesn't sparkle louder than diamonds. It just needs someone who sees through the noise. Ranked 5th, black star sapphire, the gem that holds a shadowed light. At the right angle, it reveals itself. A perfect 6-rayed star flashes across the stone, suspended in darkness, like a signal from another realm. This isn't asynthusion. Asterism is born when microscopic rudal fibers are aligned so precisely that they bend light into geometry. Black star sapphire doesn't. It guides. Forged beneath intense pressure in Sri Lanka, Thailand, and Australia, this variety of corundum forms with a hardness of 9 on the Mohs scale, making it nearly as challenging as a diamond. But what sets it apart isn't disability, it's Pritzksi. The star isn't visible. It hides until the light is just right. Then it flares, then vanishes, like intuition. like warning. For centuries, black star sapphires were worn not for wealth, but for physical and spiritual navigation. Travelers believed they could ward off misfortune. Priests carved them into amulets. Some said the star was a divine eye forever watching. Others feared it, calling it the stone that never sleeps. Today, high-quality specimens range from $25 to $290 per carat, valued not for brilliance but for precision, the clarity of the star, its symmetry, and its alignment. One misstep in cutting, and the light disappears forever. Unlike gems that dazzle on sight, black star sapphire demands something else: patience, perspective, timing. It rewards those who look when no one else is looking. Not every star needs the sky. Some were carved to lead you through the dark. Ranked fourth, black Tahitian pearl, the ocean's secret. Touch one and you'll see it before you see it. Cool, heavy, alive with subtle motion. A black Tahitian pearl isn't by polish or pressure, but by breath and biology. It forms within the black-lipped oyster, Pinctada margaritifera, in the remote lagoons of French Polynesia. No two are alike. Their colors shift like clouds: peacock green, gunmetal, silvered plum. What we call black is truth, 1,000 shades trapped in fluid symmetry. Each pearl takes up to 3 years to grow, forming layer by layer in silence. No cutting, no heat, no human interference. And that gives it its value. These are not manufactured gems. They've cultivated Mr. Theres. Top-grade specimens can fetch well over $1,000 per carat equivalent, especially those with clean surfaces, rare overtones, and near-spherical shapes. But price alone does not explain why this pearl ranks among the world's finest black gems. Black Tahitian pearls carry attention, soft yet defiant, organic yet regal. Worn by monarchs and misfits, they have redefined what luxury means. Not perfection, but presence. It just exists, with quiet confidence like the ocean it comes from. You don't want a sparkle. You wear it to remember where power begins, in depth, in pressure, and in silence. Ranked third, black jade, the stone of silent power. They buried it with emperors and carved it into blades, seals, and ceremonial masks. In tombs beneath mountains and temples lost to the jungle, black jade was never displayed. It was entombed, as if the living were never meant to keep it, only the dead. This rare form of jadeite, rich in iron and depth, is known as amphasite jade. Found only in select regions of Myanmar, Guatemala, and parts of Russia, it carries a darkness that's that empty. Beneath its polished black surface lie waves of green, smoke, and indigo, subtle as breath, heavy as silence. In ancient China, jade was more than a gem. It was philosophy in mineral form, a material representing virtue, wisdom, and immortality. But black jade went further. It became a symbol of sovereignty beyond death. To the Maya, it wasn't placed over the eyes of kings. It was a guide for the spirit, a weight against forgetting. Today, black jade still isn't facet nament. It's faux its essence. High-grade untreated jadeite, dense, unfractured, deeply saturated, can reach tens of thousands per carat, with some pieces breaking into the realm of museum curation and private dynastic collections. This is not a gem that catches the light. It contains it. In an age of performance, black jade doesn't. It remembers, and it endures, like the legacy of those who once held it close and never let it go. Ranked second, natural black diamond, the indestructible mystery. It shouldn't, and yet it does. Blacker than space, more complicated than steel, and older than a memory, Carbonado, the natural black diamond, is the anomaly that defies category. Not cut for brilliance, not born from glamour. This gem is a survivor from a deeper place, forged either under Earth's surface or possibly in the heart of a supernova, carried here by a meteorite more than 3 billion years ago. Its polycrystalline structure is fractured and pitted, yet virtually indestructible. once used to cut through metal long before it was ever worn as jewelry. You won't phone tire inside carbonado. No rainbows, no sparkle. Instead, it swallows light, like a gravitational rift in mineral form. Its surface is matte, its feel is heavy, and its energy, according to those who wear it, is absolute. Lower grades sell for hundreds per carat, but high-grade, untreated natural black diamonds, especially those with size, symmetry, and documented origin, can reach or exceed $5,000 per carat, entering a collector's few gems ever touch. This isn't a Chinon you flaunt, it's a it's-on you fortify with. A gemstone not for display but for defense, chosen by those who know that power doesn't shine. In the gallery of black gems, carbonado is not the brightest. It's that's. Ranked first, black opal. The fire trapped in darkness, it doesn't har, it ignites. Black opal is the only gemstone where color doesn't matter. It moves, it flickers, surges, and burns beneath the surface. Emerald green, sapphire blue, sunlit amber, violet storm. Whole galaxies of light swirl inside a body as dark as midnight. No two ever behave the same, and no two ever stay still. Its origin is as rare as its appearance. Found almost exclusively in Lightning Ridge, Australia, black opal forms in narrow seams between ironstone, where water, time, and pressure fuse silica into brilliance. It can take millennia to form just one gem, and even then, most are discarded. Only a fraction ever display the spectral fire collector's chase. Prices reflect the odds. Commercial-grade stones may range from a few $100s, but high-quality black opals regularly command $10,000 per carat, and museum-grade pieces have broken six figures. Yet the price doesn't define it. It's that it responds to light like no other substance on Earth. To cut one is to gamble. One wrong angle, and the color disappears forever. To own one is to hold a storm in your hand, contained but never tame. In ancient cultures, opals were seen as stones of prophecy and vision, believed to hold lightning. In modern design, black opal is revered for its impossible contradiction. Alive but silent, chaotic but centered, fragile yet eternal. Other black gems protect, some absorb, others command. But only black opal reveals, not just itself, but the one who dares to wear it. No wonder it sits at the top. It isn't the most expensive. It's what the earth never meant to give us. So there you have it. 10 black gemstones that don't sparkle. They defy expectation. They are legacy, myth, pressure. Value is measured not only in dollars per carat, but also in history per inch. Black gems aren't, they're therein. In a world obsessed with light, these stones chose stillness, strength, mystery, because real value doesn't shine, sometimes where it waits in the dark for those who can see it. Let us know which resonates with you in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this.